Choose your fighter.
Hello, Val. Val? I gotta change your stream. Hang on. Val? Your mic is definitely muted. Who did this cute little animation? Hiding. This is so great.
No! No! No!
Oh, there he is. Hello, sir. I love this cute little, I've never seen this little animation before. Who drew it? Like, your pre-starting stream thing you have here.
It's actually a collaboration between my girlfriend and my best friend, Amber.
Dang.
They kind of worked on it in secret a bit.
Was it like a surprise for, like, your birthday or something?
Not quite. It's like I knew they were making it, but I didn't know they were going to go into like that much detail.
That's
Like with
nice.
the animations and all that. So yeah.
And you're just trying to get some Dragon Quest in?
Yeah, probably not a long stream. Maybe an hour. Maybe not even that.
I feel it. You're playing it on Switch, right?
Yep.
Oh man, how's it feel to have the definitive edition of the game?
Pretty good, actually. I'm glad I waited until this version to really delve into this.
That's kind of why I waited. Not like ever since its announcement, I was considering getting it on PS4, but then we saw this and I was just like, okay, you know what? I'm just not gonna do it. I'm just gonna download the demo eventually after I finish playing Nier Automata, and then I'll give this a look.
Trying to beat
Fun.
this by like the end of this month so I can focus on Trails of Cold Steel 3 when that comes out. Hopefully.
That'll be fun.
I'm also finally near the sort of end of Shadowbringers. Also, thank you, Sentia. I didn't get to see your full name, but thank you for subbing. I appreciate it.
You don't have to tell me exactly where you are in Shadowbringers for spoiler reasons of this chat. However, I hope you're really enjoying the story, because for this expansion, it's chef's kiss. It's fantastic.
Well, I can tell you where I'm at. I just basically got past the second to last Light Warden, and we're taking the fight to Vothri, and he just like flee this castle.
Oh,
That's like the literal last thing I did.
I
have not used this spell yet.
Then you just see like wings.
I feel like the wings were the least shocking part of what transpired.
I mean, it's true, but at the same time, those things are too small to carry his gigantic body. So it was a hilarious image that had me like chuckling like an idiot in front of my PS4 for a solid 2 minutes before I could move on from that fact. Felt like I was looking at a bee. But it was very, yeah. Ooh, you're getting there. You have a really nice dungeon, almost like a few quests from now, I think. Yeah, you're pretty close to Mount Gold. That's a good one.
Yeah, they were just talking about how we're gonna get up there.
Ooh. I'm so excited for you.
I don't know when I'm gonna find the time to actually do it though, because like I said, playing this and then Cold Steel. Well, the thing is, I'm playing this for the rest of this month, hopefully. Then Cold Steel for probably most of November. Then Pokemon, which knowing me will take like a week to beat, but
yeah, you're gonna binge the hell out of that, aren't you?
probably not gonna stop until I beat it, honestly. And even then, I might do like shiny hunting afterwards, but we'll see.
I mean, with Pokemon too, considering how important of a release this is, I'm sure you've gone this far. I'm sure you don't want to be spoiled on anything that happens in the game or anything like that.
All right, almost there.
You really are. I'm stoked. Like, there are a couple of things that obviously I have questions about, sure, but there are more. The positives from what I'm seeing are mostly outweighing the negatives.
That's good.
I don't know if you feel exactly the same way, but it's okay if you don't. I'm at least interested.
I was so at least like I would want, of course, it to look graphically better, but at the end of the day, it's not going to like make or break the game for me. It's Pokemon. While I would love it to look amazing, it's not what I'm really there for.
Exactly.
Ooh,
when you play a Pokemon game, you're there for the gameplay. However simple it is, the formula is iconic. Though I did watch your video and agree with some of your points back in the day when we first got the Sword and Shield announced. No, it was before then. It was when you were talking about how you would improve like the next mainline Pokemon game on console. That was a really good video. Because I was just like, you know what? He's right. This series could be. I was like, you know what? This Pokemon really has the. See, Nintendo rides on the benefit of the appeal of Pokemon. The appeal of it is that it appeals to everyone, including kids, and as a result, they never really have to push the boundaries or do anything really extravagant or innovative with Pokemon gameplay. It's essential, like a lot of their, like when it comes to Mario and Pokemon, they follow the philosophy: if it ain't broke, why fix it? But in the end, it's just like you could have a 10 out of 10 game if you really tried. And I'm not saying they haven't had great games, but you know what I mean. It could be fantastic.
Yep. I just got the Heroes Giga Slash, aka his Final Smash from Smash.
Oh, it's nice.
Also, to answer your question, Saru, do I have high expectations for Sword and Shield? Honestly, no. But that's just because it's Pokemon. I already know what I'm basically getting into at this point. And I already know they're not like reinventing the wheel with this game, so I'm just there to enjoy the ride.
I feel it.
Alright.
I really like this HUD. Like the UI in this game looks pretty cool.
It does indeed. Alright, let's see what this looks like. Giga Slash. Although this isn't 3 times speed, but. A secret one-handed sword technique that assails all enemies with bolts of blazing lightning. Oh, actually, it does look like the smash attack. It's minus all the other protagonists.
If anything, this definitely shows, as usual, they're on the team in this Demon Bandai Namco are always on point.
Although I have a like 4 version attack of that if I have all 4 people pepped up, so that might be like what the Smash one is based on, but don't know when I'll be able to see that since it requires 4 freaking people at the same time. Also, I beat 1,000 monsters already. Does not feel like it.
When did you start playing the game?
This came out a week ago, a week and a half, something like that.
Okay.
I'm not even 30 hours in yet either.
Wow, you're really going. I mean, as far as like enemy killing.
It feels like I'm like almost at the halfway point or something, but I know this game is like ridiculously long, so.
I wonder how many hours it is.
I think it took, at least when this game first came out, it took people like 70 and 90 hours. And then apparently the post-plot is like also important and pretty extensive too. So that's not even including that. But we shall see. Not really stressing about time. Is that really all there is here?
I'm glad you actually started your stream because I'm just finishing up some homework. So it's nice to just sometimes have a little background noise that isn't my playlist I've listened to 1,000 times.
Well, if you always need new music, you know who to call. There's actually one song that's... It was actually the first song the guy who introduced me to Nujabes showed me. It was his favorite song in high school. I was listening to it recently. I was thinking you'd probably like it.
Ooh, I'm curious. You
It's
can
called,
drop the link afterwards.
Actually, I just gave you the name. It's called Sky is Falling by Nujabes.
Okay. Rest in peace to God, honestly.
Such talent gone way too soon. Alright, let's just go to this town.
I feel like that's the case with all of them. A lot of the best ones are always gone before they should.
Make a good point, actually. Who is the Saint Seiya character? You know, Trip, I'm probably never going to take him out this armor unless I find something better, because I actually hate his default look. I just do not dig the purple clothes at all. Alright, new town.
Woo! I like how the lore's on those little cars and the loading screens. Oh, wait! This town! This is Shirogane!
Oh, with the lanterns and everything.
Yeah, it looks like Kugane. Fucking Final Fantasy 13. I see it everywhere.
I see this place is still full of friendly visitors.
We passed through a while back on the hunt for clues about Mordigan, you see.
I actually don't know if you saw on Twitter, but I finished catching up with JoJo. I've seen all of it. That's animated now.
I'm still in part 2 myself.
Oh man, it it gets pretty damn good.
I was
I
a
will
bit
say that.
surprised how gruesome it could get. Like, I wasn't expecting that for the anime version.
Hmm. Well, see, yeah, it's. I can definitely say with certainty that JoJo is not a series that, kids should be watching. That's I would not scar, let's say, like my 9-year-old little cousin. I wouldn't be like, you can watch this. Like, no, we can't do that.
It's funny you say
It's,
that, because just growing up, watch all the things I like watched and played are things I probably shouldn't have been, like playing Mortal Kombat, GTA, etc.
oh, I see. Like, for me, it was like I was playing a lot of platformers. Like, my uncle got me onto, like, he gave me his PS2. That was like my first console. So I
That's
started
a
with,
perfect console.
yeah, right? So I was already set for just like to be into this stuff for the rest of my life. So like my first 3 games that he gave me were the original Kingdom Hearts, Jack and Daxter 1, and the second Ratchet and Clank game.
Classics in their own way.
Exactly. So like I already knew I liked playing 3D platformers specifically, but I did very much get into side scrollers when I got into the 90s Sonic the Hedgehog games on the Mega and Genesis collections that came out on the GameCube later.
See, Sonic 2 was my first video game.
Ooh, it's a good game. Sonic 2 is so good.
The Genesis was actually my first console, period. Didn't have too many games for it, but after that I just went over to the 64. So I didn't actually grow up with a Nintendo console until the 64.
Okay. What were you heavy playing on the 64?
Oh, 64 for me was pretty much Pokemon Stadiums 1 and 2, 007 GoldenEye, Conker's Bad Fur Day, that's another big one. Diddy Kong Racing. What else?
Smash 64.
Oh yeah, of course, Smash. I don't know how I forgot that.
Yeah, that was the first game that my friends ever let me play. Like we had some friends that I had some friends when I was younger. And I would always go and visit their house and play in their backyard. But whenever we were done with that, we would go inside and we would always play Smash Brothers on their N64. I would die immediately because I was like 6, but
Okay. I do not apologize to what you
oh
see on
my
the screen.
god.
This is
Wow.
getting posted to Twitter. Hold up.
Please screenshot this. That's terrible. Why is your character named this, by the way?
For the lulz, and it doesn't stop.
It really does. That's fire. Oh, that's great. That alone makes it worth it. I'm gonna go retweet this immediately too, as soon as it's posted.
It never stops.
It really does not.
Whew, it makes it worse that she's wearing a bunny outfit, although you can't see it in that picture. I really should just post that with the bunny outfit in there, but screw it. That was great. He wants me to repair lanterns. Hunting monsters called Brawly Gaggers. Want me to do this quest for 10 silver ores, I was about to say. Beat a Brawly Gagger and bag some rainproof rain. Can be found in the southern part of the channel storage only when it's raining. Huh. I have no idea how to control weather in this game. I can control like the daylight cycle, but
That's pretty cool.
yep. I think the first thing I ever was able to do then was Xenoblade.
Ooh, that's
Oh, I
another
can't
game
wait to freaking replay that next year.
Oh yeah, I was about to say, since I was one of those I was one of those kids that was in a weird place when it came to the Wii. Like I played a lot of like the iconic titles, but stuff like Xenoblade kind of slipped under the radar, and I didn't even know who he was until many years later, like smashed on the Wii U 3DS situation.
You know, it's funny. I almost passed up on Xenoblade. I have a weird story of how I bought that.
Really? I
So
want to hear that.
it was Christmas time, and I had a tiny bit of money saved up because back then I was like broke and poor and all that. So I go in the GameStop and I get like 3 things, I think. And I think after tax, it came out to like, oh, I can only afford 2. So I put them back, but then I decided to put the second thing back. I don't remember what they were. But the thing I decided to keep was Xenoblade. I was thinking at the time, well, I hope I don't regret this because I don't know anything about this game. And I played it, and it ended up being one of my favorite games of all time.
That's just one of those things where it's just like, if you don't take that chance, sometimes that risk, you won't experience one of your favorite things in this world.
Exactly.
Sometimes it really just sneaks up on you. I'm really excited since I heard that the 3DS port of Xenoblade Chronicles original was really good too. Like that wasn't a bad option, and I was considering maybe getting to that on the backlog if that was my best choice since I do have a 3DS. But as soon as a friend and I were screaming at each other and call over this news, I was just like, okay, I'm gonna play it on Switch. This is going to be the version of the game I play, no doubt.
Yeah, the 3DS version isn't bad. Like the literally only, I guess, quote, bad thing is that screen is just so much smaller.
Yeah. I feel like a
Sword
game
Breaker.
like that one kind of deserves being on a console screen. Although having Xenoblade on the go with mobile actually does have that appeal too. The Switch gives you the best of both worlds anyway.
It does indeed. Plus, it just looks so much better now.
Yeah, those cutscenes look nice. Boy, Shulk's hair. I've never seen Shulk's hair shine so much. He's got the sheen.
No, if only Xenogears could get this treatment someday. But
Xenogears.
that's probably never going to happen. Not in this timeline, at least.
Not in this timeline.
It's in a weird
but-
spot because Nintendo, the devs, well, Nintendo has the devs monolith, but Sony still has the rights. So unless Sony's giving up the rights, it ain't happening.
And we know how Sony is with their rights, though.
Yep.
It's one of my least favorite things about that company. I love Sony. I've been pretty loyal to their consoles, but it's just like, whew, they're stingy. They are stingy.
Speaking of that, did you hear they're actually letting any dev from this point on make their games crossplay on the PS4?
Okay. On the one hand, I'm like, finally, but like at the same time, we're probably 2 years out from, maybe less than that, for at least knowing when their next console is going to be out. So I don't know.
I just hope it continues to the PS5.
Right, I would hope so too. But I feel like it's really late in the PS4 lifespan for someone to be super excited about that detail for specifically PS4 games, or developers to be excited about that for PS4, if that makes sense.
You're right. Also, Trip, I like this armor as well. And someone told me there's actually apparently a silver variant of this in the game. So if you don't like the, I guess, turquoise, you can always find that later.
Do you like the turquoise?
Yeah, I actually really like it.
I like it with the color cape. That looks good.
I should probably mess around with 2D mode more.
I haven't seen much gameplay of 2D mode. I'm kind of curious about that.
Only thing I dislike is that you can only, well, okay, you can do it at a save point, but it might make you go back to a former story point as in like
Oh.
5, maybe 10 hours before, depending on just where you are in the game.
Oh,
Just
no,
I don't even know why. Maybe they don't want you to get stuck or something. I don't know. But it's like when you
That's-
click 2D mode, it gives you a list of story points to like start 2D mode in. Yeah.
That's an interesting design choice. I can see why you would be hesitant to mess around with that, at least until after you like gotten to at least a certain other point in the game where you feel like you're not setting yourself back too much to finish by your intended date. Yeah, I wouldn't risk it much either. I'm with you.
Now, why don't you tell me your name?
Dora,
I think I'm
my name's
not
Dora.
right now, but
With
probably in about 15 minutes I might have to head out.
Okay, I understand.
But I'm glad I could pop in.
You're always going to
And again, I'm
Glad
still
you
gonna
did.
have a few minutes.
Please help me. I want them back so
Her
badly.
name's Dora.
Dragon Quest is the best dungeon crawler out of Japan. I know a lot of SMT fans that would argue with that.
We'll find out. Don't you
For
worry.
real.
I'll take the town, you search the ruins, okay? I knew you wouldn't let me down. Sylph's Detective Agency to the rescue. Let this
Alright, apparently we're searching for some kids' parents randomly. Although I'm sure this will play into the bigger plot. I'm actually looking for like orbs right now. I have like 4 out of 6.
Dora just can't explore the plains and find her parents? That's fascinating.
Alright, because yeah, I've got to look in the ruins for them anyways. Just where we were going, so that's fine. SMT is okay with doing Impress as much as this series. I prefer SMT in general, but they're very night and day. Oh, it's the first time I saw that. Interesting. When it changes from day to night, you get like a little, well, night to day. You get like a little look at the sun coming out.
That's pretty cool.
That's the first. But yeah, I like SMT just because you don't see too many like super dark RPGs out there anymore. Plus, SMT is like the parent series of Persona, and it's a monster catcher, which I adore like Pokemon.
It seems like it's a great combination of things that you really like.
Actually, my well, since we're on the subject, I actually prefer Dragon Quest Monster Joker, the side series, to the mainline games because it is a monster catcher game. But yeah, I like it when RPGs let you have more than 4 people in the party. Although at least this one lets you switch out mid-battle.
Pokemon's groomed you well.
Alright, no items over here. If you just see me running into random places, because this game is littered with items everywhere. Like this, secret chest.
Hey,
Ooh,
that's
recipe.
pretty cool.
Blood letters, sword breakers, and thieves' turbans. Rubber gloves, gloomy gloves. Okay.
At least you're incentivized to go looking around this beautiful little world. It's really colorful. Like, this game is more colorful than I was expecting it to be. When I first saw like the actual gameplay footage, I was expecting something different for some reason.
Why is this dagger a freaking poker? Like, look at it, it's a freaking poker.
It's amazing. That's a thin dagger.
I guess I could make this for you. It's not like I'm breaking the bank. Ooh. Actually, that's not too amazing. Gloomy gloves. Hey, what? Why are these gloves so good for... Wait, what? Oh, hey, my defense. Okay, that increases deafness. I was what the heck? Never mind. Maybe. For now, let us make 2 gloomy gloves. I'm gonna put it on the people that deafness actually matters. Eric and Jade.
Sorry if you heard zipping.
You're good. Fighting bash. Oh, I didn't mean to do quadra. I thought it was freaking double. Oh well.
By the way, Nier Automata is pretty good so far.
That's what people tell me, but the first Nier just left such a bad taste in my mouth.
Which is totally... And that's really interesting to me, because one of my best friends at the moment kind of has the opposite opinion. He really likes the first Nier, and Nier Automata actually kind of put him off. So it's like backwards.
That's interesting.
Isn't it? Perspective. So whenever I compare notes with people, it's always fun.
Gloomy gloves +3.
Are you crafting?
Mm-hmm.
Hey. Look
Let's
at
do
those.
one more.
Those fantasy oven mitts are crisp.
There's actually a big change in this version. In the PS4 and PC versions, you could only do this at campsites. Now you can do it anywhere.
Oh, that's probably super helpful. Because if you know
Very.
what you're trying to make, you don't have to make your way back to the town or save point area every single time you want to craft something.
Oh yeah, something else. In this version, and I've never seen any other game do this, if you don't have a material to craft with, you can just buy it with money instantly.
Oh,
So yeah, missing this part, whatever, just pay for it, sure.
oh, that's so convenient.
Very.
Oh,
I ran into like
man.
one thing it wouldn't let me do that with, but literally just one little item.
Yeah. I mean, if it's just like one, then that's just like...
Hey, 2 perfect gloves.
Sweet.
Alright. Clip these. Put this on Eric. I've had these slime earrings on for the entire game. I wish I took them off earlier. Okay. Anything else of interest out here? Oh, a cool little detail I noticed immediately with his armor. If you see the main character like walking in a cutscene, it chinks like the armor as he walks, even in cutscenes.
Oh, that's nice. So you'll just hear his armor kind of move.
Yep.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
Alright, is this a full dungeon or a mini one? Oh, hello. Giant mural.
You came for a look at the mural everyone's talking about too, huh? Well, here it is. I guess it is pretty impressive. I still don't believe all that stuff about it being lucky, though.
Well, here it is.
She's not exactly in the best condition. But yes, you're right. She's beautiful.
Maybe I should treat myself to some ramen tonight or save it.
What day is it? Today's Friday, right?
Mhm.
I mean, if you don't have to go into work tomorrow, might as
I-
well for just making it through your week if it's
I
been a little
do,
rough.
but it is in the afternoon.
Serena,
I
that's
see.
the magic key.
Plus, I'm pretty nocturnal these days, so I go to sleep around 3 to 4
Is
o'clock.
that your stomach?
Oh,
You're hungry again?
Insomnia
that-
and depression. Quite the combination.
No,
Oh,
it
man.
was not. Maybe if you weren't so clearly
That is quite the
distracted by this
combination.
impressive lady here, you'd realize that didn't sound anything like my tummy rumbling. I saw where your eyes were.
Guys, the key is glowing. Who are you people?
There she blows, and just like she looked in my dreams too. This little beauty's gonna make old Bazza rich. Hey, there's plenty of room for everybody to look, you know.
I think he's more interested in taking, not looking.
I know your game, Spiky. But you can't keep it all to
Spiky.
yourselves, you know. We deserve a chance to get rich too.
Stop trying to hog all the good luck, you selfish
Oh,
so-and-sos.
no.
Yeah.
I can now only see Eric as Sonic the Hedgehog.
No.
I think we should probably
He kind of does look like a human Sonic, doesn't he?
Man,
Wow.
you're not really wrong.
I was pretty keen to see the mural, but
This is like if Akira Toriyama tried to design that. I actually just put something really interesting in the
Is there
Pride
something else
chat.
worrying
In Ultimate, whenever Mario grabs onto a ledge, his hat moves up slightly, revealing that his head isn't
So you're
modeled
looking for this
past
kid's
his
parents, huh?
forehead. So it's possible to zoom in on the
Well,
gap
we've
and
got
see
nothing
the
better to do.
inside of Mario's hat through the
See what we
empty
can find.
space in his head.
That
There
is
you are,
very
my trusty
interesting.
sidekick.
It's like a legit zoomed in
Alas,
screenshot.
we
This
found no
is.
sign of the missing persons in
Oh,
town.
man.
Did you have any luck here?
The hair is only present when, like, Mario takes off the hat entirely in, like,
I am forgetting our young client.
the taunt.
A detective cannot leave a child in distress. Come, we must find
That's
her.
the hat and hair mutually exclusive.
Alright, go back to the town.
That's wild. I apologize for my friends Alex and Rin, as always, for being just incredibly horny on me.
I haven't seen them in a while because they're part of the people I have muted for Pokemon spoilers.
I see.
That's another reason I can't wait for these games so I can mute all my mutuals.
Yeah.
Twitter
I
feed is
noticed-
very lonely.
I noticed that you have Mona and I still unmuted because we're not really talkers of Pokemon variety.
Yeah, you guys aren't muted.
She's just she's a little busy venting about how things are looking for Ruby Volume 7.
I need to see Volume 6 still. Although I saw that they messed up Blake's hair.
Oh my god, it looks terrible.
You come from
It
far,
looks so flat.
welcome to Fernando.
I saw one
Look-
stuck clay on her head or something.
Yeah!
First, I should
Mona was
introduce
talking in a
myself.
Discord that we're in, and she's like, now she looks like Lord Farquaad, and I hate it. And I'm like, I understand.
Some tasty local produce. You must come to me.
I feel
have
your
the best
pain.
deals in town.
It's no good. We've searched high and low, but we can't find her anywhere. The poor little darling has disappeared.
Great, now we have a missing Dora the Explorer.
You are searching for someone.
She's
yes?
explored too much.
You are very lucky.
She got lost.
Oh? Do you know how to find people?
One random thing I love about this game is that it's very upbeat, but at the same time it has its serious moments. And there's this one subplot I won't go into details with about a mermaid. It like made me legit emotional.
Wow. So it's got a lot of heart to it.
Yep.
Awesome.
The first night we will offer entirely for free. You are happy with this deal, yes? Good. Very good. I will tell my wife that you are coming. She will be expecting you whenever you are ready.
I really have no idea where this little plot's going, honestly. A missing kid, a mural. Now this dude's like, oh, stay in or in. It's like, what is happening here? Like, I trust this game enough by now to know that it's going to get interesting, but I really can't connect the dots yet.
Yeah.
Alright, he says his wife is behind him in the end, but where the heck? Is she upstairs? Unless this is her?
Oh, hello. Did you see, Bao, that that there's going to be a Star Wars manga releasing early next year?
I'm a bit surprised it took this long for that to happen.
Yeah, it's officially going to be published by Viz Media. Star Wars: The Legends of Luke Skywalker releases early 2020. New manga featuring art from Akira Yumikawa. And that's the guy that's actually did the art for the Legend of Zelda manga.
I've been wanting to read one of those, actually, just out of curiosity.
I kind of wonder how those would be. I'm still never going to be truly happy until we have like our small little anime series based on the Kid Icarus Uprising shorts that we got with that game. I still think Kid Icarus Uprising, or at least a sequel to that game, would be amazing on the Switch. And please, Nintendo, please.
Well, that's if they even let Sakurai get away from Smash to do it.
Yeah, like, I know we're gonna have like the whole like season 2 of DLC fighters, but like after that, I would love to see him go back to Kid Icarus.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing him do a new IP in general.
That would be cool.
Huh, interesting. She's here.
Okay. Alright, Bao. I'm gonna head out for now. My phone's about to die.
Alright, have a good one, Evan. Thanks for coming out.
You too. Hopefully you have some good night's rest and that you enjoy the rest of your Dragon Quest tonight.
Thank you. Later.
Bye-bye.
Alright, where the heck did she go? Oh, probably at the far end of here. Probably. Not sure how long I'll be streaming. Wasn't planning to do this for long. We'll see what happens next in the plot, though. It'll be crazy if she's somehow the lady in the moral, because they do have the same hair color.
Honey, there's no...
Oops.
If she did, she's disappeared into thin air. Are you sure?
Is she really the lady of the moral?
Hey, look up there! How strange. The mural. It's different from the last time we were here.
Oh. Oh. Interesting.
Am I going crazy? Or were those people not there yesterday?
So is the little girl with them, or is she actually the lady? That's my question.
A whole lot like that plaza guy? The grumpy one? The lady at the inn said he didn't come back.
This is getting dark.
I've got a bad feeling about this. We need to get out of here now.
I agree, Veronica.
This isn't good.
It won't open.
Oh, gotta fight our way out.
The mural!
What
It'd be cool if we get transported to a 2D world right now. That'd be crazy. Alright, not 2D, but new world indeed. Or pocket dimension or whatever. Ooh, I like the aesthetic.
What is this place? It feels like we're dreaming, but we're not. Right?
No, I think we're inside the mural.
That doesn't make any sense.
Is this what happened to little Dora too? Oh, that poor, poor thing. Alright, listen up.
I wonder if they all realize that the girl might be the lady in the mural. Well, this might be a dungeon. Or just a tiny little thing. Yeah, what's my party lineup? Oops. My bad. Didn't mean to do that. Meant to do this. Corpse corals. Oh, corpse corporals. I don't know why I always go to ability for her. Haha, you missed. Don't mind if you call for backup, because that means more EXP for me. Wait, everyone's pepped up. Is the main character? Dang, I wanted to do his little Giga Slash thing, but he's the only one not pepped up. Oh well. I was curious what pet powers are active right now. Alright. Yeah, Sizzle. How does this port run? It runs perfectly. It looks a bit blurry compared to other versions, but honestly, you get used to it after like 10 to 15 minutes of playing, so it's not a big deal. Alright, let's take these guys out. Yes, call more EXP for me. I don't know why I keep going to abilities. So weird. Alright, that whoosh ability was good like the beginning of the game, but now it really doesn't do anything. I think I'm gonna switch her out of my like mob killing party. Question is who to put in. Let's see what spells Rab has first. Oh, I didn't know you could hide the UI doing that. MP back. More backup. Alright, I'm gonna actually switch her out now. Let's see. Whoops, let me do that. Let's see what's AoE spells the old man has. Alright, you can target groups of enemies, which is good. Crackle. He has whack. Bezo freeze. Alright, for now, crack. I didn't do much though. Alright, now these enemies are starting to get a bit much. Well, I appreciate the experience. You can stop now. I think it's fine time to put my main character back in. Line up, switch you off. Alright, how much experience was that? A whopping 1,300. Now she gets swoosh. Are you serious? After I decide to take her out. Are you serious? Are you serious, game? I was literally just complaining that she needed a better AoE attack and she gets it. The same battle. Sieves. Alright, let's see what this swoosh can do. Ooh, hello. Well, she's back in the party. That's so funny though. The exact battle I complain about it.
Another one bites the dust.
Savannah got a healing spell. Cool. The hell? Alright. Out of context picture.
Hey, look. It's our pal Baza. Hey. I said hey. What's with all the waving around?
Yes. What are they all doing, I wonder? And what about this mural? It's the same as the one from the ruins. Who exactly is she? I don't know, but she's a charmer, all right. She's certainly got this lot under her spell. Does my beauty not captivate you too, child?
Oh no.
Perhaps when you were a little older.
Don't call her a child.
Why so
Oh, boss battle?
I am here.
I really shouldn't be surprised because we gotta get out, but I was expecting the boss battle to be here. Like, I was expecting more sections to this place. Ooh, that's creepy.
The mural. It's alive. Let me see now. Red, orange, yellow, green. Yes! All the colors of the rainbow. The 7 of you will be very welcome here.
This is getting creepier than I expected it to, but I like it.
You. There's something different about you. Something particularly vibrant.
Oh, they do call me the Luminary, man.
Now come, little ones. Brighten my world. Let me squeeze the color from you as I did the others. Let me add you to my masterpiece.
What? talking about?
You will soon see. You will soon be immortalized in vivid streaks of color.
Alright, now what's her real form? Okay, never mind. So it is more to this place before we fight her. That's fine.
No, wait! Everyone, come back!
Okay, you don't need to tell me what a bad idea this is, but we need to find Dora. Come on, let's go grab her and get out of here.
Screw everyone else, or? Well, part 2. I think I will be ending this very soon, though. Yeah, I might just actually... I'm trying to think if I should play this off camera or just save like this for streaming tomorrow. But I don't know if I want to stream tomorrow because I don't know how it works. Let me go. Well, regardless, I'm about to end here. Like I said, wasn't planning this would be a super long stream or anything. But I do appreciate so many of you coming out. I truly, truly do. Thank you guys. I will see you soon with more Dragon Quest. Be sure to follow me on Twitter. Subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. And BaoZakeruga will see you later.